anyway, I just rambled on about nerdy sound techness, running sound for different sets, and you could throw a band up on stage for me, tell me to mix for them. I've never heard them before. I could make them sound good. And because I have to use a digital board, and I hate using digital because it's so fake sounding. Ugh. It's like too crisp. There's no warmth to it. So when I mix on a digital board, it sounds like I'm mixing on an analog board. I do everything I can to make it sound analog because I love that sound. That warmth and that dirtiness to it, you know? And a lot of people mix digital, and they make it's got nice low end, but it sounds electronic. I mean, it sounds digital. It doesn't sound like music. It sounds... And then even somehow you can make the low end frequencies sound hollow. Yeah, they're reverberating the floor, but it sounds thin. Even the low end can sound really thin. And that's what you want to avoid. And you get me talking sound tech stuff, and I'll tell you all about setting a full mix and making sure you're using a full range, and you're not, you're setting the instruments right with each other and whatnot. I wish I was on my Tard. I would just go up over these things, but this thing has the ground clearance for it, but not the power or the suspension. So as soon as your back wheel hits something that tall, the bike just stops. It's kind of silly, actually. I love front of house mix. It's considered like the redheaded stepchild of audio engineering. Oh, all you do is live. Lame. You're not a real sound tech unless you're doing studio. Whatever. Studios. You really want to deal with snobby studio musicians, or do you want to deal with laid-back, fun-loving, very talented live musicians where you got the audience feedback and you got that added pressure of, especially like there's no rehearsals. So you got the added pressure of it's a 2-hour set. You got to dial it in as soon as you can and be able to just kind of flow with it and fill in the gaps. Like, you got to do problem solving on the fly with pressure, live. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And a lot of the troubleshooting with sound engineering is the thought process and the logic is the same as it is with troubleshooting an engine. There's a system, there's a flow of power, if you will, or in the audio, it's the flow of the sound waves, and through the board, through all the different things it goes through before it comes out the speakers, and troubleshooting where the problem is happening along that flow, what they call signal flow, is the same kind of thing as where's the breakdown in power delivery or whatever in your bike. I don't know where my mom is, or I have no idea what car she rented, so I don't know when she's going to get here, or what she'll be riding when she does. But she'll be here eventually.